But we've got some big contenders, and he's another one. Edriel of Ukraine, for a decade, one of the world's finest vaulters. 3 times a World Championship medalist, twice a European champion, and the winner of the London 2012 Olympic bronze medal. The 30-year-old, he's also won over 30 World Cup medals in the regular season events.
Here's his Dragulescu.
And that is a mighty Dragulescu from Edriel. Superb execution.
Brilliant. He deploys this successfully at almost every competition he goes to. It is one of the most consistent of gymnastics in the world from anybody. And it's fabulous to see him come out and nail it here.
Very centrally on the landing area. 30 years old, from Mariupol, 3 times Olympian. Competed in London, Rio, and Tokyo.
Something that is absolutely clear about Edriel is he is a gentleman with competition temperament.
Oh, yes. He is able to come out in any final, World Cup, World Championships, European Champ, and do that vault like this. If you woke him up at 3 a.m., he could probably come into the gym and do that vault.
He scored 14.7 in qualification.
The suspense for him. We'll come back to that.
14.8 for Edriel. He's up a 10th from qualification.
The suspense comes on this second vault. This should be a Sukahara double pike, and when he does it well, it's tremendous. But there have been occasions in the past where it's looked like he has had a vault title or a vault medal in his pocket, and things have gone wrong, and it's been on the second vault.
On this occasion, it has gone well, and his reaction is one of immense relief and a lot of emotion too. And what a lovely response for Edriel. One dare not even imagine his world of late. Carlos Yulo of the Philippines, second strongest performer in qualification. Another gymnast with a 6 difficulty first vault. Let's have a look at his attempt.
And this is an upgrade from last year.
Oh, hello.
Wow. When Carlos Yulo does the gymnastics that he is capable of doing, this is the result.
It would not be an enormous surprise if that's the highest single score that we've seen. Let's look back at it again.
The pike definition is really wonderfully defined, and we remarked in the all-around final that he looks like a diver in the air. And yes, there will be a penalty for stepping outside of the line, and he will take some execution for the large step to the side. But overall, this was a really great vault.
And we look here at the pike position, the toe point, straightness of the legs, really rather straighter than Tanegawa Wataru, and that's going to be important in terms of the difficulty that this vault is attributed.
Yes. It would be astonishing if he did not get the 6.0 difficulty that he was attempting.
The reigning world champion after all. Also won the Asian title earlier this year. And whenever he goes to the Southeast Asian Games, he comes back with a huge collection of medals. He's got the 6.0 difficulty. He's got a 15 score. It is, as we expected, the highest score we've seen so far. And that is a very significant jump up of close to 3/10 in qualification for Carlos Yulo, and really makes him, as long as this second vault goes well, as long as his Kasamatsu double is well executed, makes him arguably the favourite.
Completely different vault.
Now that has changed utterly the dynamic of this men's vault final, and it is, after all, the reigning world champion that we're witnessing. And he might be the defending one. Let's see.
He delivers.
You can hear, I'm sure, the reaction from the crowd. He's such a popular gymnast. It didn't go his... They wanted to see this, and they've just seen what we know and love from Carlos Yulo.
He is beloved across the world for the way that he does gymnastics. Beautiful twisting position, the amplitude, the distance of this vault, and also that all-important landing. It's textbook gymnastics, the legs glued together, the push off of the table. Fully rotated in the twist. There's no question as to whether he will get the 5.6 difficulty value. And the height as well. There's so much to remark on. All of it good.
Based in Japan, he's doing a degree in languages at Tokyo University. And he's surely going to go to the top of the leaderboard. Indeed he is. 14.95 or 14.9 for the second vault. And that means we've got ourselves a brand new leader, Carlos Bertinetti. However, here comes the top qualifier. He's yet to win a World Championship medal after Davtyan. He's got an Olympic medal, and he's got plenty of European medals. 14.9 in qualification, his average score, but he picked up 0.1 penalties on both of his vaults. If he can avoid those and keep everything else the same, he'll go into the lead. If only life were that simple.
Normally he executes this so well.
Oh, he does execute it beautifully, but where was he in terms of his landing? We're going to have a look at that again, and it looked a touch concerning. The execution was delightful.
Very interesting to see what the judges do with this, because as you pointed out, Ollie, he does drift to the side pretty much from the repulsion phase. However, the landing was phenomenal, and in the air it was very good too. Really, the only place you can take away points is for that drift.
Clear penalty tenths to be removed from his score, and it's important to remind that a step out is not as costly as a landing outright in the red.
That is true. So some things gained, some things lost.
All of it makes for a very interesting 15. He's actually managed to improve upon his execution from qualification. He's got that single tenth despite having the penalty tenth.
Who gets a 9.5 execution on a vault of that difficulty is clearly a contender for the world title.
He's so fantastic.
And he should display that once again here. A twisting vault, very different.
That is excellent from Artur Davtyan. Certainly, it's podium worthy. Is it going to go ahead of Carlos Yulo? We're going to discover soon.
In the women's final yesterday, we talked about grace in vaulting, and this vault clearly falls into that category as well. Handspring front 2.5, so beautiful, so well controlled. Look at his legs, look at his toes. Apart from that small hop on the landing, again, it's just so elegant.
And this time he is completely in bounds. There will not be a penalty tenth. He wins titles in the air, as well as important to stress. Very close. He's got it. He's into the lead. 15.05 for Artur Davtyan. With one to go. Carlos Yulo is in second place, a single tenth the difference. And what we talked about earlier was if Davtyan could eliminate one or both of those.
Representing Ukraine,
The winner of the bronze medal, Edriel of Ukraine. Time he's on a World Championship podium.
and winner of the silver medal, representing Philippines, Carlos Yulo.
The world champion from 2021 gets onto the podium again. Carlos Yulo of the Philippines. And he was just 1/10 away from the gentleman that finished in first place.
Winner of the gold medal and world champion, representing Armenia, Artur Davtyan.
For the first time ever, an Armenian gymnast is the champion of the world, and it is Artur Davtyan. Performer in qualification, it was always likely to be a very close final. He has just done enough to secure his and his nation's first ever World Championship title. So consistent this year, winning the World Cup series title on vault, after taking 3 gold medals along the way. And last year at the Olympic Games in Tokyo, he became the first Armenian to win an artistic gymnastics medal when he finished 3rd in the vault competition. Edriel knows all about finishing in 3rd place at the Olympic Games. Carlos Yulo knows all about finishing on a vault podium at the World Championships. It was a great final, and it ends for the first time ever with the playing of the Armenian national anthem at the World Gymnastics Championships.
For those who can, please now stand for the national anthem of Armenia.
the medalist in a men's vault competition at the Liverpool 2022 Artistic Gymnastics World Championships.